Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Pokedex Binder series. We are back at another card show today. We're going to Bristol Card Show. I've not been to this one before. It looks like it's a nice big one. I've got a friend with me who's tucking into some grub. That's his first card show as well, so we'll see what he picks up. Now, as always with the card shows, I like to let you know sort of some goals that I've got for the show, because I do think that they're important, especially for me with the Pokedex Binder series, which, by the way, you can see the current total on screen now. We are going to be looking for the Pidgeotto illustration rare. It's the only one I need now for the illustration set. And the only other card that I want to sort of give myself a goal for is the Corquavel EX. It's an illustration rare. And again, that finishes an illustration set as well. I can see through the window already. I'm super excited. I've never been to this one before. The map of the show looks really big and there's a lot here. And I'll do my best to try and show you everything of the show. So let's go in. Okay, so I've just literally got here, and in the reception area, this event is massive in terms of like the layout. There's stuff all the way down there. There's stuff in the like area here, all the way down the far end down there. There's a large map here as well, and you can see how spread out it is, and you've got all the vendor listing as well. So it's quite a nice sort of spread, and should make for like a lot more space to be able to sort of mingle and have a look, and also not get on top of each other too much. And we're at Pokejar, and of course we found it straight away for £9. I want to see if I can get it in Japanese though, because it will be a tiny bit cheaper, but at least I know he's got it and I can come back immediately. It's a good little spot though. Pokejar, huge stand, loads and loads of binders to look through, all of them the slab stuff down the end, but I absolutely love just flicking through binders after binder, especially when you can see like the kind of general idea of each binder, and then you can be like, I'll jump between there, I'll jump between some vintage, and then just any other types of, you know, binders that everybody has. It's just so much fun. This one's really sweet. It doesn't have that many illustration rares for the Fortress, so that could be a nice little pickup. And another beauty of a card, the Miraidon promo. Love that. Oh mate, how you doing? How's things? Yeah, I know. Big stand. Ooh, take that. Definitely take that straight away. Radiant Eternals. I want all of them. And we'll take a Charger Bug as well. And there's also the Jirachi as well. So that's going to be 3 towards the Radiance. And another one, let's go. And another one, the Halucha. Okay, so I've already put 5 of the Radiants to the side, and we do have the Pidgeotto. We'll see if we can do a deal for everything and see if we can make something happen. Bonjour. Can you do anything with those cash as well? 20? Yeah. I do. Yeah, that's perfect. Lovely. Nice one. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. That's something that we might have to come back for, the Ditto Mr. Mime sealed as well for 55. Oh, what a beauty. And Pokejar's also got a unsealed version and the Charmander as well. That's so sick. The Ditto Yukimori designs. I mean, if you don't already know, I'm collecting Yukimori, so yeah, when I'm always looking at these, I'm just scouting to see if I can find any of them, just at least at a glance, and if there's some for a good price, maybe we can pick them up. But I always try and prioritize the main stuff for the show, like the binders, etc. And then another card that I have previously mentioned is the Venusaur there. I think that's the one I want for the slot in the binder, but it's going up in price, so I need to jump on it if I'm going to do it. What have you got? Nice, LeChonk.
Smoking, yeah.
Very nice.
Just a nice little one. It's cute.
Let's go. One thing I absolutely love doing is just flicking through bulk. Like, to be honest, like you can find like artists that I'm after, or like individual Pokemon that I need for the binder, like a Pumpkaboo. I actually need that to get a Yukimori out. So, you know, it's a very, very small cards, but you know, you can find some awesome artworks. Plus, for me with the Pokedex, I can get like Yukimoris out of the binder. It means I can also, you know, check off some cards that are really hard to find, like an Azumarill, I believe it is, only has like 4 cards. So if I can find one of those in here for, these are 3 for £1, so for 33p, that'd be a huge check off. So I'm going to keep flicking through. And take a look at that dreepy Kamiya artwork. Let me just show you this. Listen, these are some of the smaller things that you can find at shows, but listen, a hit's a hit for whoever you are. You can aim for like illustration rares or special illustration rares. It doesn't really matter as long as you find something that you like. That's all that matters. A card, I'm just flicking through the bowl, got loads of Kamiyas and different artworks and Sosos and Yukamoris. Just take a look though at this Alolan Vulpix Kamiya artwork. That is so cool. I've never seen that before. That looks awesome. Thank you, mate. There should be 12 of them. Nice one, thank you. And then this one just keeps going as well. There's an even bigger room down here. There's so many rooms. They're all a bit quiet though, so I've got to be like a bit more quiet. So this one has a nice big open area, loads of space, nicely set up in like a bit of a grid system as well. So let's have a little part. I have got a side quest I need to do today, and that's for the wife. We packed like a Dumbo in Lacana, so I want to sell that and try and get some packs. So I need to find someone who's selling Lacana as well, and that'd be great. And obviously with the current rise in I say rise, sports cards have always been popular, but there seems to be so many more now and all the different varieties of tops as well. There's loads to look at the show. And this Mobile, it's a character, I believe it's a character rare or a training gallery. That is so nice. I might have to have a teeny tiny gander at this one, but oh, that's such a nice card. That's nice.
These are high ends.
Oh, let's have a look. What are we talking? Whoa. Oh, whoa. Gonna need insurance to open this one. Okay, so the second we open this, we also see the Venusaur again, this time for £125. So we've seen two very different price points. I've checked that there is only two variants of this card. One is a jumbo and one is the regular one. So my head could not get around what was making these prices go up and down quite so much. But it's important context for later on in the video. Whoa, that is so nice. And that. I mean, the whole binder's nice. Ask him what the whole price would be. Buy the lot. While I'm here, I think that's the Machamp that I want to get for Machamp. There is a Great Tusks as well, but I don't want to go too early because I definitely want to get the Mobile, and I don't want to go too early on that one. So maybe we'll come back to have a look at that. But it's still an awesome card. This whole binder is absolutely awesome. We're here at EJP TCG. Just trying to see if I can find the Quaquaval. I think it's Quaquaval, apologies if I've got it wrong. And then this binder's got loads of art rares, and I love it when the sellers do this, where you just get an idea for the general price, a little deal in there if you want to get multiple. It's just nice just to flip through, and there's so many of each card as well. It's just great to see all of the illustrations. A lot of the new ones as well, like the Delhi Bird as well.
For me, with that much money, I want it pre-graded. I don't think I could buy it raw.
To be fair, it's in the box.
Okay, so then we got it. Then it changes. You get 6 for 25 instead. So the prices come down, but you can get more for your money.
It's the new reverse hollow. Yeah. Oh, 95.
Oh, we do have a Radiant Venusaur, but I'm going to slow down on grabbing them just for a minute. Wait until later on in the show. Can I just grab that one, please? Thank you. Nice one. I'll give you that. Nice one. Thank you. So there's also like a little stand over here. So we've moved from the tables, which I just picked up that Mobile. It's absolutely awesome card. Little stand. I think there's some shows happening later on for the kids, etc. And then we've got more and more to get through. And this is just one of I think 5 rooms by the looks of the map. So we've got a lot to be getting through, and I'm just worried about budget now, because when you see a show this big, it's so good. I want to pick up I do want a play mat for the show, for the channel when I open packs. I also want to pick up another one then for when I open Lacana packs as well. So I do need multiple mats as well. So we'll see how it goes. And then down here we've got a good boy. And there we go. We've got the Quaquaval. It is in Japanese, which, to be fair, the whole rest of the other set is in Japanese as well. Ooh, 22. I'll have to have a little think about that one. Got Ben flicking through a lovely little sort of deal here where we've got full arts, £4 each or 3 for a tenner. And we've got some a Pidgeot, Altaria and an Arcanine. That Arcanine, by the way, is probably one of the better Arcanines I think you can actually get. It needs an illustration rare of some sort.
Thank you.
So I've not given Chinese cards very much attention at all, but it's a Yukamori Pumpkaboo. And look how the like foil, just it's the entire card, top to bottom. For £2, I might have to have a think about that one. I need a Venusaur, and for £20, that is a great artwork for the binder. I don't know. The thing is with these ones is I always debate, like, do I want it all to be cohesive, so English? And if I do, I'm going to bump the price up. Do I want just the artwork? This is a beautiful artwork, and for £20, that's a great price for it. You can pay a lot more in English. It's just a shame. What's really nice actually about this show, it's in a university by the looks of it, so as you can see, it's like huge. There's more stands in here. There's the smaller rooms then off to like the sides either side. There's loads of space. There's a chill room up the top, but it makes it quite nice and quiet, to be honest, because everything's spread out. There's no music playing. It's just nice and chill. It's really nice, actually. It's a nice vibe. Again, you come through this massive bit here, into here, and then again, lots of little sub-rooms off to the side. There's loads and loads of spaces, loads of signs as well, directing you everywhere.
And then for context, as I wasn't quite recording, once we walked into this room, I asked the folks at HR Trading Post what their favourite card was that they had in the stand.
Probably the Sleeping Mew.
You reckon?
It's good.
Yeah, but have you heard people say that it's not a sleeping Mew, it's a dead Mew?
It's a dead, what?
And they're all sat around
funeral or
it.
something.
Yeah, it's a funeral for Mew, sorry.
It's ruined it now. It's ruined it.
Oh God, all the kids, I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, I hate that card.
I've ruined it.
I don't know. The Deoxyphymax, I think, is underrated.
Yeah, that is a cool card.
Oh, that's a cool card.
Now that it looks dead, I kind of want it more.
Never get fed up of seeing the vintage ones. I think eventually I do want to make a vintage binder, like of all the cards, like when I was a kid, and just fill it out and just have like maybe just a Kanto version perhaps, but I never get tired of seeing them. It's so nice to just flick through binders and get all that nostalgia hit from seeing all the older cards. Oh, there's a Cacnea Yukamori there, £2. Might have to grab that. Now Macargo is another one that doesn't really have that many like illustration rares or anything like that. It has a Terraform, and I saw this one just before I came today, so that could be a nice little option for Macargo to kind of finish it off in a kind of illustration rare format. But these are those like 2/3 style illustrations instead of like the full card, but we'll grab this one as well just to do Macargo. Thank you. Nice one. Thank you very much. I'm here with Lax, who's donated a pack, so we shall see if we get anything. What if this is a Victini though?
If it's a Victini, then it's meant to be, bro. It's meant to be.
We'll wait until we see what happens off camera, see what happens. All right.
Guys, if you call it 18 now, this is going to be nuts.
Backflips.
Backflips.
All of a sudden, I've got goosebumps. Come on.
Gus, come
At
on.
least an SIR.
Oh, we got Pokeball Energy Coin. Oh, Reverse Holo Carablast. And then we get a Volcarona. Anyway, shout out Lax. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Nice
Thank you.
meeting you.
Oh, there's so many rooms to go in. I don't think the budget was quite ready for this one. And what have you found, Ben? Oh, it's the Quaquaval, and it's only £14. Much cheaper. There's not a lot of comps on this card online, so I'll check the condition, but 14's far better. So with Quaquaval, all of the same line all have these awesome illustration rares. The Meowscarada and the whole line looks so good because they are like this super floral sort of design to them. The Sprigatito I think is down in the grass, and then they will make their way up into the tree. So maybe we'll do that at a future show. We have got the gold Meowscarada EX, so that might take a little while to get to the point where I want to replace it with that. Nice one, thank you very much. Awesome, thank you, cheers. Okay, so now I'm actually putting into place the actual advice I give you guys, because I say take your time, shop around. The first Quaquaval was £22 and there's not a lot of comps on it, to be fair, so it was pretty hard to try and find a price for it. Then we found it for 14, and that leaves me with just a little bit left for the budget, so we'll see how far we can stretch it. Ooh, and this vendor has a lovely little Charizard VMAX matte. Might have to come back for that one as well. So Golduck, doesn't have an illustration around. We just come across all the break cards. That is so sick. I know break cards are not everybody's favorite, but I'm going to grab that for the binder. Nice one. Awesome.
Cheers,
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Earlier on, I mentioned about the evolution line. That we've got Sprigatito, lovely floral, then we've got the Florigato up in the tree, and then the Meowscarada jumps all the way up. So what's that, 20, 30? So you're looking at 50 quid if you want to complete the line in this binder, but I love that card set, so that would definitely be something for a future, like, probably card show. Funny thing is, we're both looking at cards, and both of us are spent on budget. There's nothing left now. So now we're in what I call the danger zone, where you never know what the final budget's going to be. You just hope that it's not enough to get divorced over with your missus when you get home. Okay, so the Venusaur that I wanted, I've just seen a vendor selling it for 40. I don't know why it's 40, I want to check the condition, but it's the Venusaur I want, and if it's in good nick for a binder copy, I might have to grab it. There it is, the Venusaur EX. What a card. Could I have a look at the Venusaur, please? Thank you. Oh, I don't want to move everything.
You guys got a YouTube channel or anything?
Yes. Yeah, Joel's Gaming Adventures.
Joel's?
Gaming Adventures, yeah. I post a weekly video on there and do buyer POVs.
On the other side with us, on 5 times, you get a free spin the wheel, and it has like packs,
Oh, cool.
rewards, whatever.
Sweet. That'll be fun. I'll take it. Yeah. Can I pay by card, please? Thank you. Any proof of the purchase?
You bring it back either.
Nice one.
This is curious,
Nice one. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Ooh, okay, wasn't planning on doing that one, and that is going to look sick in the front page. For £40, I've seen this card going up and up and up. So for 40, that's just a steal, to be honest with you, at that price. Okay, side quest has been done. I got rid of the Mrs. Dumbo legendary for some fabled packs. So we got 6 packs. She'll be happy. She'll have something to rip when I get home. But I definitely want that one. Look at that little £4 from Maridon promo. I think this card is so underrated. Looks so good.
We've got problems.
We have got. What is it you're looking at? Ooh. Oh, that Frostmoth as well. I love that card. I don't think I've even got that. A £2 pickup. Look at the shine. That one there as well, why not? So I'm going to grab these from Paul. Paul, I'll grab those, please, mate. Thank you. Can I pay by card, please?
Yep.
And Ben with another over purchase. We'll have a look at those in a minute. How are you feeling, Ben? You sweating?
If you don't have a budget, you can't go over it. Good luck.
Nice one. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Take care. What did you get there? I thought that was some good prices. Very nice.
Tag team, birds, grandpa, just lovely.
Nice. Okay, so this card show's kind of gone a bit wild in terms of buying stuff. I think because there's so much space, it's like pretty chill and you can like find lots of cards. It's like, again, there's like middle corridor all the way straight down the middle. There's vendors in the center, and then there's lots of little rooms here on the sides, more tables. And then through there, for example, you've got like all these classrooms basically, and then in behind them is another set. So it kind of like breaks off and off and off into lots of little rooms. So there's lots here to be seeing. I must admit, compared to some of the other card shows, this is one of the better ones I've been to in terms of it's so big, there's so much here, there's so many vendors, and it's pretty chill as well because there's no music playing or anything, you know, it's just quite quiet, and there's loads of space to be pottering around and try and get to the tables, which is really nice. So if I'm honest, at this point, I just want to try and see the rest of the rooms, just triple check I've not sort of missed anything or any one that I usually go and see at the card shows, and then we're going to make our way out of here, broken financially a little bit. And I know like it's budget dependent, isn't it? It's dependent on what you spend at card shows. But for me, going 40 quid over budget, really, I mean, it's a steal of a card. I've just looked on Collector and I think it's selling for like over 100 and something. So I don't know if it was stickered wrong, and it's kind of a tricky one because you kind of feel like you want to grab a bargain, but you also don't want to sort of mug someone off at the same time and be like, I know this is kind of not been priced up recently potentially. So the sticker is quite a lot lower compared to when they last had it, but we got a good deal on it. And tell you what, if we see the vendor again in the future, maybe we'll spend some more dosh at their stand. The one card he wants. What are you going to do with that, Ben?
Probably going to buy it.
I'll just show you what he's buying. It's the Ghastly. I love this card as well. You've got the Haunter in the background, the Gengar as well, and the Meowth as well, hiding in the alleyway. There you go, mate. Enjoy. Oh my, this thing's a labyrinth. I don't even think, we're gonna have to do, you know, like when you get into a maze and you've got to put your hand out just to get out and make your way out of a maze. It just goes on and on and on. Huge show, and it's nice and quiet as well. I really would recommend it if you're in the Bristol area and you can get to another card con. 100% recommendation. Loads to look at. Huge show. I actually really like the fact it's like spaced out as well into like separate rooms. But the only annoying thing is that each room is like its own temperature, and some of them are red hot. But yeah, no, I'm really impressed with the show. Really impressed. Definitely be coming back. Take a look at all of this. Nothing but Liverpool. That is quite impressive. As a United fan, that still looks pretty.
Leave.
Yeah, see you later. No, it still looks sick though. How long did it take you to get all of these?
I just opened box after box after box.
Wow. Which one's your favourite?
I'm a big Taurus.
That is so cool. Not entirely sure why we're still flicking through binders, but there's some sort of like magnetic sort of attraction to them at the minute. Just don't really want to stop looking. We're having good fun. I have taken a bit of an interest to tops at the minute as well, so seeing like tops and all the different sets is really nice. And I would like to, if I was going to get a set, it would be the Tops Decade set. So I don't think there's any here, but we'll slow down for today. But potentially for a future idea, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like some like football pack openings as well. Have a look at this. Hasbulla signed. That's great. What a grail. We're at Global Nostalgia. Take a look at this. That is nostalgic. Look at the white edges. That's a mature card. That's a 1. What a beauty. And there's another Venusaur as well. I'm pretty confident that there was like, maybe there's multiple versions or something, but I could have sworn it was like 120 or it was going up in price. Maybe I got the 40 quid and it was the right price. I don't know, but yeah, definitely feels like that's still undervalued. And as you know, a lot of you will know, I started opening up some Lacana, so this is cool to see all of the Lion King cards. Oh, the missus will be sad. She's not here to see that. Look at that Scar as well. That is so cool. And then just panning above that, look at all the Megas. Look how good they look. I mean, I would argue that Megas look the best in a binder. Like they just look like, as a collection, they're some of the best looking cards. They're just so vibrant, colourful, like just action-packed almost. They look fantastic. And one final purchase for a friend who told us to pick up some 151. That is us done. We are going, right? That we are going.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have to actually go now, yeah?
Absolutely.
So I'm back home. It's time to take a look at the Pokedex binder and add all the cards in that we picked up today. Also do like a little bit of a recap as well. So first up, we've got the Venusaur EX. Look how cool it is with the Vileplume in the top there, the Scyther at the bottom. There's also a Blastoise and a Charizard in a similar kind of style. Now, what's happened is Collector, the actual app, the graph shows like £138, I think it is. So I'm thinking, oh, this is about 140 quid card for £40, but there's actually on eBay loads of sales for around about 40 to 50 quid anyway. So I kind of got super excited, but regardless, I thought this card had got sort of outpriced out of my market because I'd seen it at other card shows as well, up to like 85. So it fluctuates quite a lot, but I am over the moon to be adding that into the binder. So entry number 3, that is a lovely completion to the first page of the binder. If you're new to the binder, you'll see I've got it all in vertical fashion because it looks a lot better in that fashion. So we've got the starters of the first 4, and then the middle stage, then the final stage. Blastoise will need an upgrade at some point from an EX to something else, as well as I want to get the Beedrill at some point as well. Let's flick over the page because we do have another new card to be added in here, and that is the Pidgeotto, which we wanted to complete the set. As you can see, I managed to pack the Pidgeot EX at one point recently, and also we've got the Pidgey as well from a previous card show. So it's time to upgrade Pidgeotto to what I imagine for a long time anyway will be the final card for it. So we will just slot this in at entry number 17. Very happy as well to be finishing that entire sort of illustration set. And then we flick over the page where we end up with the break card of Golduck. Now, Golduck doesn't have a illustration rare or anything, so this is probably the coolest card that I could pick up for Golduck. So we will slide that in. It looks completely different, but I'm glad to be having it in there because it's just a mix-up of all the different styles of cards. Next up then is the Morwal as well. Now, if I was to take this out of the sleeve, you can see just loads of texture running across it. I love how the eye also like shines red as well in different lights, but the texture looked absolutely brilliant. What an awesome card to be adding to the binder. So at entry 303, we get ourselves a new edition. Super, super pleased with that. Now next up is the Quaquaval EX. This actually doesn't have that many comps, and to be honest with you, there's some that are selling like even cheaper online, but then they fluctuate all the way up to 20 odd that we saw at the card show. To be honest, I'm happy with it at 14. For what it is, I'm very, very happy with it. So we can see we've got the first stage here for Quaxley, and then we move over to the next page where we got Quaxwell, and then of course we can finish the whole line now with the Quaquaval. So we'll slide out the EX and slide in what I imagine will probably be the final card for Quaquaval, unless they bring out something else, but it'd have to be really good in order to break up the evolution line and illustration line as well. And then gradually its hair gets, you know, it's like at like a mirror, and it's getting older as it goes through and doing its hair in the mirror by the looks of it. Next up, we get a lovely upgrade to Miraidon, where we've got, I believe it's a promo, and that is going to be going in as a lovely upgrade just to this rare holo. For an upgrade at 1008. What an awesome card. Definitely need to get a Coridon. Of course, everything over time will be upgraded to higher cards in terms of promos, or whether it's, you know, illustration rares, special illustration rares, etc. Next up, we've got a trainer gallery. Look at the shine. I think these cards are absolutely beautiful, and it's going to be a lovely upgrade. We're going to be swapping out a common all the way up to that card. I'm going to be popping that in here at 873, and we've already done Snom as well, so that's that evolution line pretty much taken care of. We then get a Yukamori, which is technically going to be a new edition, so for now it will need to go in the binder at 331, and then I'll need to find another Cacnea to get this out and swap it so that this can then go in the Yukamori binder of all the cards I've got for that illustrator. We then get the, is it like 2/3 or 3/4 illustration style from Magcargo. This one, it looks absolutely awesome. I love the holo on this card. It's so simple, but look at how it like just shines through the ground and then up and into the sky. It's a really, really beautiful card. But of course, we're going to be adding in the new one in its place. Nice little upgrade. And then we get into a number of the Radiant cards, which I absolutely love. We do already have a card in here for Tesserina, and they're very similar artworks. I'm actually going to go against the grain a little bit, and I'm going to leave this one in here. I'd rather sort of bundle my Radiant cards together where possible. The same can be said for Charjabug. Hawlucha, I definitely will keep the Radiant to one side. It's fine keeping this one in there for a minute. Next up is Eternatus, but we don't have a card in its place. However, I don't want to put this in because I actually have an Eternatus that I bought on Whatnot that I've just simply not added into the binder yet. So we'll pop this one in, which keeps us, you know, having to sort of skip over an empty entry, because we always want to make sure if a card doesn't have a card here and we buy one, it has to go in here first. But this is now nicely going to take over that place. We can put the Eternatus then with the other Radiants. And to be fair, this card is very cool as well, with the like in-game character as well alongside. I just think it really encapsulates kind of the storyline, which I really enjoyed Sword and Shield. So yeah, really big fan of that card. And it also turns out we have a card for Jirachi as well, which is perfect. So that means all of those can go into the binder, which is a slightly smaller binder, and I've just got sort of mini collections going on, which I'll eventually add to. And then we get to the Radiants, where we picked up a few at a previous card show, and we also packed that. So we can get all of the new ones in here, and that will just nicely fill out, almost fill out a whole page, I think. And I just think they look great. I think it's a nice sort of mini collection that I can just keep going with. And there's only a certain amount, so we can't go too far with it. But there we go. We've got a whole page almost of Radiance. There's a couple more to pick up, so one being the Eevee as well that I really like from Pokemon Go. Anyway, we've still got more cards to be looking through. Now, early in the show, I actually managed to pick up some like very cheap sort of bulk cards. This is a so-so artwork, so this is actually going to have to go into the binder first because it doesn't have an entry, so that can go in there before it goes in with the so-so illustrator illustrations that I will bundle together in, again, my artist binder. And then in there, I also managed to pick up a Cradily at 346. That's going to be another new edition. Now, Pumpkaboo I purposely picked up because I have a Yukamori. I've got a few of them scattered in here, and they had to go in here first. before they could go into my Mori binder. So this one replaces that one, so that's nice. We still end up with like the same score and tally of how many cards we've got in here. And then we can take this one. We can grab the Pokédex binder where we've got all of the Yukamoris to start with, nice front page, and then after there I split them up by type, and we will just keep making my way through them. They are clay models, they look absolutely awesome. I'm a huge fan, and I like in Pokemon having like multiple kind of things going on. We've got the Pokédex Binder series, but we can also have artist series as well, and that's what we're going to be getting into now. So that is a Yukamorian, and I do need to go back a page because Meltan, we have the reverse holo, and now we have the regular version, and most of them have a regular and a reverse holo, and that's what I'm trying to collect, like every single version of it. There's vintage ones, there's modern ones, very, very fun. I urge you to have like an artist collection if possible. I just think it's really fun to do. So we've got some more artists though to be jumping between. Let's go right towards the back. We then end up in the Shinji Kanda selection of cards. Recently I picked up the Giraffe rig, and we now have the regular version. Temporarily, I'm just going to pop it in there. I'll move this all around in a second after filming. We then move over a page. We've then got the Kamiya artworks. Next up, we've got the Bronzor going in as one of the Kamiya artworks. Let's put that one, of course, in here correctly. And then again, I'll do it afterwards. But we've got the Rowlet in irregular. We're now going to have it in a reverse holo as well. So I'll just move that more little, and we'll put the reverse holo alongside it. We then end up with a Dreepy. Look at that artwork. Really, really cool. That one's going to go in over here. We then also have the Alolan Vulpix that I pointed out in the show. Fantastic artwork on this one. I love it. So unique. And if you can find an artist that you really like the style of, it's so much fun to find. We then get to So-So, and we have a Swablu going in, and that's actually going to fill out a double spread of So-So artworks. And then we get Uratsuka, where we end up with a Clefairy going alongside the Clefable. These ones all have like these really nice like kind of bold outline effects to them. Really interesting art style. Honestly, can't tell you how happy I am that that is in the binder. And there we go, that is another card show done. Standard procedure, I'm absolutely knackered afterwards. It's quite draining to do it up and down, but we did it. I hope you enjoyed the card show. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I've got loads more buyer POVs, so make sure to check them out from different locations across the UK. Of course, we've got a new Pokedex binder total. You'll be able to see it on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.